welcome to the day. Welcome. I hope that you like this new idea about me having my two hats on me. Basically, happy Sunday to all. July 7th of 2024. This is going to be a good reading that I'm going to do, providing about how it is, the structure, the ability, from the inside out, situation. And, we have to provide about our own way of our own strategies and our own, respects and how it is. So I'm going to look at the past, present, and future. Basically, no perfect, well, basically there's going to be lots of terrifying, but it's the way of how it goes. It's like, how it seems to be. So, this is what it seems to be from now on, and, this is how it is, right? Because we have to learn from our own ways and our own, good and our own formats and what happened. And this is how it seems to be. So, I hope that this is a wonderful opportunity to own me how it is, and I know that this is how it seems to be. So I'm just going to look at the way of how it goes and the way of how it seems to be, because this is just how it is. So let's get started. So in this note, you have the Page of Swords separate, so you could be dealing with another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The two lines separate because there's communication. There's basically you're planning on something. But in the Sun card, you have basically negative, right? You're in that dark zone. You're into that not confident of how it is, because this is the way of how it looks, the way of how it seems to be, right? Because in that note, it's not the same, right? And this is how it kind of remains, because in that note, you have to, have that opportunity to know from how it is, right? Because it's the way of how it is. I always say this in my videos, but I'm going to say it again. These things happen because, this is how it is. So I'm just going to see who you're dealing with, and this is how it is, okay? So let's see what the Page of Swords is. Three of Swords reversed because there's no heartbreak, but then you have the Chariot reversed because there's no progress. The Six of Wands reversed because there's no achievement. Wow, the Sword reversed is no inspiration. Nine of Swords reversed because there's no talent. Queen of Pentacles reversed because there's no stability. The Hierophant reversed because there's no guidance. The Justice reversed because there's no truth. Oh wow. Okay. So what's the Two of Wands is? Nine of Wands is fear. Oh wow, really? The King of Swords reversed because there's no knowledge. Really? How ridiculous is that? And the Five of Cups is upright because there's grief. And what's the opportunity of this card? Of the Sun? The Ten of Swords is upright because there's conclusions. Yeah, see? This is how it remains, because, you're not telling the truth. You have fear, you have grief, you have conclusions. So you could be dealing with any kind of sign. So like, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Like there's the way of how it goes, right? This is just how it is. This is not like short and sweet. This is not how it kind of provides, You have to have an opportunity to know from your strengths and your weaknesses, because it's the way of how it goes, right? So I'm gonna say what's this Justice card. The Death card is upright because there's the endings to this. And Six of Cups reversed because there's no past. Wheel of Fortune is upright because there's karma, there's good luck. Yeah, see, this is how it seems to be. This is the way of how it looks. Because an opportunity is the key, right? Because you have that. It's, you have that sovereignty. You have that way of how it goes. Because this is just like a right-left situation. where things can go from an automatically situation to a neutral situation. What I mean is by that you have to remember to be creative and understand that. It's the way of how it goes. It's the way of how you have to, believe on who things are. You have to believe that because we're all human after all, aren't we? Yes. So it's like this is the based on how it is. We have to know from our rights and our own, discipline, and we have to believe that how it is. It's the way of knowing what to do. It's the way of processing because you have to remember how it goes. This is not like a two-way street. This is like maybe a one-way street, and collide into a two-way street. You know what I mean, right? So it's like this is like an opportunity because you have to provide how it goes. This is the way of knowing what to do, but you have to believe on how it is. Life goes on as it is, but you have opportunities. All I do is to understand that because in one way or another you have to look at it from how it is. You have guidelines, you have, how it is, right? Because when you're in darkness, for example, it's like this is not very good, right? And when you have fear, it's not very good either. So you need to put yourself out there into perspective to understand. It's the way how you feel, it's the way how you act, it's the way how you can do that. Because, my goodness gracious, that is the way of how it goes. This is just how it is. It's the way of how to consider your options. It's the way of knowing what to do. Because this is just an opportunity to live and learn at the same time. Because you need that. You have to know the step in the right direction. It's the belief on how things are. It's the truth. It's the reconciliation. It's the way of how it goes. Because it's based on you have a choice. Life can be from ways, but you need to improve on what you do. It's the way of how it goes. It's an opportunity. It's the outside looking in, something like that. But it's the way of how it goes. Because like I said, you look at this reading and you think, okay, well everything's fine, everything's dandy. But in that way, it's the way of how it goes. So you're trying to figure things out. It's the way of how it is. So I can understand that. Like I can relate that. But I want to see what's going on. So let's see. Let's see about this Wheel of Fortune and this release card. Eight of Swords is up right now because there's anxiety. See? Conclusions compared to grief, fear, anxiety. See, these are the emotions that I'm talking about. These are things that you're trying to, how it is. It's like, it's the word I'm going to say it. The word that means that procrastination. You're putting it off in the background. It's the way of how it goes. Because you have to have that opportunity. It's the way of how it seems to be. It's like me having this coffee. It's good, but it helps your anxiety. It helps to how it is, right? Because you have to think things clearly, right? It's the way of how it goes. So in that note, before I let you go, pay attention to how it goes. Because one way or another, everything will change, legally split. It's the way of how it goes. So this is the way of how it seems to be, and I hope that you enjoy this reading. Because in one way or another, this is how it seems to be, and this is how it goes. So this is how it seems to be, knowing that this is just how it seems to be, and understand that. Because this is just an opportunity to see how it goes. So before I let you go, how it is, and I'll see you next time. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day to all. Bye for now. Really have a good day. Thank you. Bye for now. Bye.